What is the supply here? 49. So we can probably ship in 2 stacks of troops. Although before I do that, I should start fabricating a claim, which needs another diplomat. I don't have enough! Was piety power up? It was. Yes. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go and pay another loan. Glorious. Now interest is only 14 ducats a month. Much more manageable. And we can get some more states, which I would like to do. And there's the conversion. So now begin working on Malta, please. 4 ducats. Ouch. Pricey. Hainaut. Tell us of flint glass and lead crystal. Glassmakers in Lille have started using flintstone and sand together with lead to create a clear, easily worked and flawless product. This new method is rapidly challenging the existing major glass-producing centres of the world as the markets are flooded with new, very popular product. I thought that usually spawns in Bohemia. In fact, I'm so sure it used to always spawn in Bohemia. I was pretty sure that was... I've only ever seen it spawn there.
Raiding party!
Agent number 1. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. It's a great name. Agent number 1. But what about agent number 2 and 3? But not 4. We do not speak of agent number 4. We don't talk about 4. Exactly. Anyway, welcome to the stream. My name is Mordred Viking. We are currently playing some Europa Universalis IV. We are currently playing as Mali. And as you can see, things are going pretty well. We have dealt with the decline of Mali some time ago. We are now dealing with the 3rd massive loan wave. I think we've hit 10,000 ducats in debt 3 times now. Thereabouts. And we're just working on paying that off so that we can go on to the next debt wave. We have got technological parity with Europe, pretty much. Manufactories just spawned. Not in our territory, unfortunately, but we have a lot of manufactories, so we should be getting that at a decent enough rate. We've been conquering Congo. We're now trying to find a way of going after Kilwa. We're currently trying to vassalize Scotland, because despite what you may think, Scotland's capital is actually here in Gabon. A little known fact, Scotland's actually an African country. And in fact, it's not just lowland Scotland, but also highland Scotland. Geldom is actually based in Natal, because Europe in this game is a bit balked. Something went horribly, horribly wrong in Europe. Hey, Netherlands formed. That was Brabant who made it. Not Gelre, unfortunately. And yeah, this is an incredible Savoy. And actually, Savoy being this strong has had a really interesting side effect. Because the HRE is that. It's actually, like, Charlemagne would be proud. Oh, except the Netherlands broke away. The Netherlands used to also be HRE, but they just broke away. But it's been a really weird game because for most of it, Portugal was actually a shadow of its normal self, which means there's actually remarkably few colonies. Then Castile was knocked out really early on. It was very much in danger of Aragon forming the Iberian Union and forming Spain. But then Aragon picked a few too many fights with Savoy and just generally lost. Like Provence used to be Aragon. Most of this Castile used to be Aragon. And then about half of what Portugal has now used to also be Aragon. Meanwhile, Britain almost united the entirety of the British Isles. They did form Great Britain, with the exception of Cork, which is the capital of Desmond. And you will notice who is now in charge of much of the British Isles. They went from a one-province minor to taking over most of Britain, which is kind of amazing, the other half being Portuguese. The historical alliance between Britain and Portugal never happened. The historical friendship between Portugal and Castile never happened. France as a legitimate nation never happened. This has just been such a weird playthrough. Reformation was pretty good, though. Oh, and Britain used to be Anglican. Not so much anymore. Unfortunately, I haven't seen much of the Americas yet. I'm really curious to see what's happening here. Because a lot of the American Indians, I think, are going to get really strong now, because there's just been no Europeans around. Like, we've got the Frisians coming in, we've got Holland coming in. Holland's now also being based over here. Portugal was pushed north for some reason. Brazil appeared. Brazil is, you know, Mali and Brazil. Yeah, it's been an interesting game so far. I love how absurd history gets in this game. It's so good, I agree. The Netherlands. For centuries, paper mills have relied on mechanical hammers to beat lumpen paper pulp, crushing the fibre to create the new raw material needed to then create paper. Using the local windmills for power, enterprising artisans from Ghent have devised a more efficient solution, what they call the Dutch beater. Is a vat with a wind-powered horizontal roller with blades. These blades can shred as much pulp in hours as the old hammers did in days. So Ghent gains 4 base production and also starts producing paper. We'll continue to convert everything. Oh, Ming dead too. Ming very dead. Even India's pretty interesting. Bengal taking the majority. Delhi and Bengal, Jaunpur to a lesser extent have been the victors, and Gujarat's done really well. Like, this is the power of the merchants over here. Hormuz and Gujarat, massive trading nations. Is Ming an OPM? I don't think Ming's even an OPM. I think Ming just dead. Oh no, there they are. They are indeed an OPM. And they're currently under siege. Oops. Corruption. We are going to ignore the corruption. I'm sure it will be fine. Anyway, we have the money to pay off a couple more loans, so I will do that. By a couple, I mean 1. Oh, Kilwa. All of your armies are in Madagascar at the moment. That's interesting. How good's your navy? Actually, probably decent. "16 heavy ships. Ha. Okay, yes, that's going to cause me some problems. So I think I've pretty much got to land in Matsolo and then go from there. Stop currying favours with Scotland, although actually some of those favours I will turn into trust, but we'll do that once I have the diplomats. Because I need to, unless we can already declare war on you for some reason. I need trade protection, not good enough. Spy network. And then I think I've basically just got to start landing armies over here. And hope that they don't take too much attrition. You're currently at war with Malindi, Rwanda and Tumbuka, which are going to be these guys. Improvements in naval technology. Spare no expense. We have very, very good capabilities of removing inflation. What happened to Ming in this game? I think they just got the Ming explosion. Send you lot back up here. Why are you at 28k? Oh. I made you too big. Interesting. For some reason I was thinking there were 14k troops, but they're not. They're 12. Infantry. Easily fixed. We'll send you up to here. Definitely not angling to prepare anything here. Nope. Not happening. Bonnie is now self-sustaining. That's good. Let's go wider. I mean, you're not wrong. We could colonize Matsolo. Nah. I'd rather backfill this area first. Before someone sneaky tries to take it from me. Gaudir died. Okay. Meanwhile, our manpower recovers really quickly. So the other thing I was trying to do was upgrade Timbuktu. So you need to be 2,500 ducats for tier 2. The other one I would like to upgrade is Malta. I'd like to get these forts going. But that can wait a bit. Kill was frantically sending diplomats to Mali at the moment, sweating profusely. I mean, they probably saw what happened to Congo. So yes, I would say so. Royal marriage of Zazu died, but Zazu is about to get integrated. And you know what? I'm going to stop improving relations with the Scots. I want that extra diplomat slot because what I want to do instead is increase your trust. Now, does trust increase relations? No. It would only increase the chance of diplo-annexing, which we already have a huge chance to do. So we just need to get the relations up, so... Transfer trade power? Okay, transfer trade power is one of them. Trade steering doesn't. Subsidies does. Send you a ducat a month. Here's your 1 penny. Like me more. And then influence, yes, is the other one. And gift. I think influencing them now would be a good idea. Can't influence until I have no loans. And there we go, Zazu has been integrated. So for the first time we have no countries inside of Mali. We have this little bit here that we need to colonize. But no hurry on doing that because I'd much rather get the coastline done first. Then once we have Scotland we'll have the connection to Congo. Oh dear. This is getting a bit dangerous. Let's send you home first. Because you're suffering 11% attrition a month otherwise. Or I can put you here, which is actually in range of my supply ships. That works. Oh, we have a mission. Oh, control Niger, of course. The river Niger is the lifeline of West Africa and as such has a high importance in the region. It would be best if this river was under total control. So every province which is part of the Niger River gets cultivated river for 25 years, giving dev cost, production efficiency and tax modifier for 25 years. Done. Protect West African trade. I need to have 85% or more trade power in Timbuktu. That's going to be difficult to do because that's inland trade. And unfortunately, we have the likes of Portugal who are currently stealing a whole lot. Or trying to. I'm actually a little surprised that their amount is as high as it is. Oh, they're using their minions to give them more trade power. Man, your efficiency is ridiculous as well. Basically means that we'd need to build a whole bunch of marketplace. I'm not even sure we're going to be able to do that. 85% is a lot. Unfortunately, that's required to get prepared for the pilgrimage. Alright, let's park you up here for a bit and just let you repair. Kilwa, how big's your army? 74,000. We would have, what, 40-ish thousand. Although we are quite a few tech levels ahead of them. I can get them to 185, because influence is also 25. Oh, but the receiving subsidies has not gone up all the way yet. So you know what? Let's have a diplomat here, just continuing to improve relations, just so I don't forget what it is that I'm trying to do. I'll give you one more month. And then we'll go and pick up this third stack, and then at that point I think we'll have enough troops. We could get to Miltech 20, which does give us the swivel cannon. Sure. And these armies are my new model army. With the extra artillery in the back line now. Rather than just having 5s. Loans are still ticking over. Not a huge amount I can do about that. Oh, right. These areas should definitely be advancement edicting. Speaking of which, how is that doing? Gabu has 43%. Gabu's going to be the first to get it. Yeah, for sure. There's quite a few on like 20. So, decent rate of increase. So glad that we took over the Comoros. Gives us a nice little naval base to go after Kilwa from. And then after that I think we're going to have to do a war against Portugal to get those islands. I'll take the 50% more tax. Considering my tax income is pretty high at the moment. Favours for ducats from Morocco. You want 116 ducats. Fine. So this is what it's like being the great power that everybody else is asking for favours from. Oh, we could do a trade war with Portugal actually. That's not a bad idea. We'd definitely need to start building some heavy ships and things, though. Fortification expert. I'm going to keep him in Gal, because I really like those fortification buffs. Right, these ships need to head here. And I think that the Kilwa fleet... Zanzibar fleet, rather. Should... probably protect trade in the Ivory Coast for the duration of this conflict. And Kilwa, I would like to take from you the Cape is your highest development province, really? Interesting. It would need to be one of these. Kilwa I can't demand, can I? Mozambique works. Tobacco, tax it. And Mazil wants a bit of free development. Mazil can have a bit of free development, particularly from I don't really want to give you production. Let's go with military. And that should keep you placated for a bit longer. Meanwhile, the amount of money you're paying me is now up to 4 ducats a month, which is pretty good. Still not quite a return on investment of the 10 ducats I've been pouring into you for the last 50 years. Okay, so Malindi does not wish to join. Ajuran and Mafali do. Ajuran I'm not worried about. Mafali I don't even know where it is. Oh, there it is. Scotland would join. Let's do this. Are you still at war with those northerners? No. Not anymore, just us. Nope. First round went to us. That's good. Ah, and now we can do Diplotech, which means that we can now upgrade all of our ships to frigates, which I would very much like to do. And they've already brought in their armies. They have a really good general. 4-6-1-2, 3-2-3. Yeah, your generals are a lot better than mine. Malta's just been successfully converted. Good stuff. Let's see if we can do culture conversion. How much would this cost? 116. That's rather pricey. There are some serious fireworks going on outside for some reason. Ooh, yeah, you're right. We have no generals at all. We might actually need to do a round of recruiting some. Because our army tradition has just been so poor for so long. I just haven't been investing in these. So this is going to be CLK 133. Alright. This is going to be Lewis Jack. 4 points. Seriously? We've been rolling so poorly. We've got a 4-pointer and a 5-pointer out of the 9 we could have. With 3 being the minimum. Absolute garbage. And we can't afford any more. However, their Miltech is 17, we're at 20. We are 3 technologies ahead of them. You know what? You're also still getting morale. Let's move our troops in. With the intention of going after the Safala force here. That is a really poorly balanced army. You've got all of your artillery in this one stack. Stack wipe? No. There's your 14 heavies. I wonder how new they are. Those look pretty old. Those look like carracks to me. So I'm wondering if my frigates and early frigates would be able to fight them. How much would you cost to upgrade? 565. Okay, good to know. You're about to come under attack. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. You guys are already on the way. just before the end of the month. So what are their armies like? We have not done a proper comparison. So it is 2.1 military tactics against 2.4. I have the higher. They have 106 discipline against my 107. 4.6 morale against my 5. So generally my units should be better. Do they have any infantry combat ability? No. Do they have any cavalry combat ability? No, but they're pretty heavily drilled. Do they have any artillery combat ability? No, but again, they're pretty heavily drilled. But then again, so are mine. And my professionalism is excellent. Let's get rid of that. Let's do war enemies. Quick comparison. So their professionalism is 40, mine is 60. Mafali actually has the best army of them. 40% defensiveness. Ouch. What are your national ideas? Stability cost, light ship cost, fort defense, legitimacy, embargo efficiency, privateer efficiency, manpower, unrest, trade efficiency, national tax, national naval force limit. Interesting. And yeah, it's 1655 and I still haven't finished all of the national ideas. Catching up with technology is expensive. Alright, when do you arrive? 10th of March. 1, arrive. Unfortunately, they do have a level 5 shock, but we have the full force of my armies here now. You know, I read a really good article about technological advancement. Basically, it said how the West had advanced more than the Eastern places, partly due to how often there were wars. The natives and Asia, by and large, had large swathes of peacetime, whereas somewhere in the EU was always at war, which meant technology was advancing. I mean, it's definitely true that war advances technology faster than basically anything. But I don't know if it's necessarily true that Africa and Asia didn't advance technology, they just advanced in different things. Whereas Europeans advanced in military tech because of all the wars. Which is why I would like there to be a institution system, like double the number of institutions in the game and then spread them out more. That's 51 ships. That's none of their heavies. The heavies are up there. You have enough now to upgrade, so please do. And then, once you are done, start protecting trade to the Ivory Coast. When I spot that both of you are active again, then that's going to mean some good things. I'm just glad that they're not starting to naval invade us. That would probably be bad. They have 10k manpower against my 150. Your main army is going to Masapa. Let's move you guys down. We want to stay close so we can reinforce if we need to. Alright, let's begin the Tet offensive.